Ivan Galamian was born in Tabriz, Persia, of Armenian ancestry in 1903. His father, Alexander, and mother, Sarah, settled in Moscow during their son's childhood years. Young Vanya's violin studies were at the school of the Philharmonic Society of Moscow. As a young man, he studied privately in France with Lucien Capet. He next joined the faculty of the Russian Conservatory in Paris, where he taught from 1925 to 1939. In 1939, Galamian traveled to the United States, where he settled permanently, teaching at the Henry Street Settlement School in New York City. Later, he would be invited to join the faculties of the Curtis Institute of Music in Philadelphia and the Juilliard School of Music in New York. Galamian's greatest dream was to establish a school for summer studies, a place where his pupils could practice and develop under his direct supervision. He not only found a beautiful location for his school, the now famous MEADOWMOUNT School of Music, but also met and subsequently married the lovely Judith Johnson. Together, they struggled to purchase and operate MEADOWMOUNT. Mrs. Galamian has said, "My husband loved that school before he loved anything else in this world." She also adds, "That school is the only competition I have ever had in my whole life." Although they had no children of their own, the Galamians became part-time parents to hundreds of children during their 40 years of marriage. After Galamian's death in the spring of 1981, Judith Galamian assumed the responsibilities of director of the MEADOWMOUNT School. Ivan Galamian's success as a teacher must be attributed in large part to his great dedication and patience. There was no time when he was not available to the needs of his pupils. Galamian's teaching schedule was virtually 365 days a year, 8 to 10 hours a day. His stamina was without equal. Sick or well, he would teach. While it is true that the world's most acclaimed artists are Galamian students, it is also true that hundreds of his students are professional musicians and teachers who are successfully employed throughout the world. He made great artists of great talents and superior violinists from average talents. Daniel Heifetz, Paul Zukovsky, James Oliver Buswell, Eugene Fodor, Don Weilerstein of the Cleveland Quartet, Arnold Steinhardt of the Guarneri Quartet, Eric Friedman, Young Uk Kim, Jamie Laredo, Kyung Hwa Chung, Pinchas Zuckerman, Itzhak Perlman, Michael Rabin. There was no time during his lesson when a pupil did not receive 100% of Mr. Galamian's interest. These videotaped lessons reveal the intensity of this relationship between student and teacher. Perhaps it was this special relationship which prompted Mrs. Galamian, after 40 years of married life, to comment, quote, "I am sure I know less about him than any one of his pupils."
The G major scale.
G major?
Mm-hmm. Which one did you play?
I practice A major and C major.
Start with the G major. What is in the... You have the scale book. You start with 4 notes, and you understand the idea of why, what is important. Because to move the fingers is easy. You can take the other hand and move it fast. What is difficult is to move them exactly on time. That's why to play scales, just straight scales, does not do any good. You have to play them rhythmically, means changing the rhythms. Then, because the coordination comes there, you see? Start with 4 notes. Up, take open string. For the intonation, it would be helpful. And back 4th finger. Okay? Open string, you know what I mean? Don't rush. It's too fast. Now it's 6. Take the last 4. And exactly in the same time. No, take last 4. A, G. Exactly, 8 notes. Take the last 6. No. The B. No, even you rush, don't rush, exactly in time. No, the bond, change 12 notes.
Sorry.
Now, 24 on the book. I'm saying that the idea is to play absolutely even in time. Try once more. Start with 4.
With 4?
From once more listen. 8. No, too fast. Tari. Well, yeah. No. 3 beats,
No, yeah.
right? Tari.
I should play 12 now. Or 24. 24.
All on one bow up. Tari. It's not triplets. Triplets were 12. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Triplets. Play me once more 12. 12. Tari, da, 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 da. No, once more. Tari, da, 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 da. Now 24. No, all on one bow. You understand?
Yeah, no.
It should be absolutely even. Now try to play in détaché. Start with broad. Now triplets. And don't stop. Too fast. Take last 4. Now next. Not too fast. 4, 4, 3. Once more 3. No, finish. You did not. Dira, dira. You did not finish. Once more. 3. Da, di, di, da, da, da. Next. Not too fast. Take the 8 accords. It should be exactly in time, see? Try the 8. Now next. You understand? It seems simple, but to play absolutely in time. Now, what other, you have the second book of that, right? No, take 12th note on the book. No, change on the 12th note. And look, even. No, change on 12th note. No, you play 10 notes, 12. Now. No, change, tee-da-dum. No, the C is still on down bow. Try once more. No. Still on the right. All right. Now you see changing it. Now the opposite. That's the simplest rhythm. The opposite. One short, one long. That's right. Now try, that's a very simple rhythm. 1/8 to 60 down, take it down, ta ta tam, but very even. The opposite, ta de dim. No, ta de di da da dam. Even. Very even. All right. Now take, for example, a triplet and one. Ta di da 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 dam.
12 notes in one bow?
12 notes. The opposite, 1 and 2. No, the point. You see, that's the simple rhythm. That in the book they are more complicated. It's not the question to play 100 rhythms at once, you see. That you, for example, you take, say, 10 rhythms. The ones that are easy for you, you discard. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Then you add few. The question is every day to practice the timing. That's what's called the timing of the fingers, right?
Yeah.
Now, with the bow, you can do the same thing. With the bow, you can. You see, then what it happens? You coordinate your right and left hand, right? Now try this body. 2 and 2 martelé. But martelé, you know martelé, it's very short. No, it's not short enough. But stop the ball before the martelé. The second. Shorter. It's not short enough. It's not short enough. Short is short. Attack. Ta-ra, pop, pop, ta-ra, tap. Short. No, that's not short. Still short. No, you have to stop before the martelé, otherwise you not. Try once more. Stop this. Then 2 very short notes. It's not short. It's ta, ta, pop, pop. That's better. Attack the first note. Attack. Hop, hop. Stop the bow. Attack. Attack. You understand? You always attack the first slur. Da-dim, try it. Ba-dim, shot, shot, attack. Short. Hop, 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 hop. All right. You understand? You have to practice until they would be attacked well and short. Now I take this one. 3 plates, 3 martelé, and off the bow. No, 3 notes. Short, no. Now. Up, up. Shorter. And attack the first. Attack. Short. Attack. Short. Short. And the thing, next 4 and 4.
Then
4 slurs. Short. 6. come to 8, instead of martelé, you play détaché. You just no. Then again 8 notes. No, that's still détaché. 8 and 8. 8 slur, 8 détaché. Détaché.
Oh yeah, sure.
And this one you repeat twice because it comes abbo. The 8, 12 and 24 you repeat twice. Now second time play abbo. No, 8 notes, 8 steps. Now slur. Now sepal. Now, all in the same tempo, triple tempo. No, triple. Next 24. All in one book. No, tarira, you missed it. Save it.
Again?
Understand? That's scenario. Now, pum, 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 pum. Much no, shorter, short, very short. Short, short. Shorter. Now, triplet. Pop, 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 pop. The same thing. No, you give an even amount of bow. 3 parts. No, too much. No, you give too much bow on the first note. Too much. That's it. Now if you could play shorter and divide the bow well, now it was better. 1/3 of two. Too much bow on the first. up, 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 up. Now try 6. Pop, tick, pop, 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 pop. Short. And you don't go faster for the time being. Later you can go 8, 12. That's the base of finger motion. Now the preparation to the spiccato. Just start, take 2 notes, what's called collaboring. You understand? Pinching slightly, very slightly. Well, never go to two round side because you can lose your bow. More on the long side than on the round side. Go on the long side. You know what I mean by long side? This is long side. And half round. Stop. Ping. Very light pinch. All right. Now, what kind of motion the fingers can have? They can have motion straight and up and down, right? They can have motion up, lifting and dropping the bow, right? And they can have another motion, the third one, going this way, right? Now, in order to keep straight the bow, you go a little out. It's out. You know what out means. Yeah. Try first again this. And don't forget on to the long side. Long side. That side. And less on the round. All right. Now you practice that until you feel. Now, when you play triplets, you drop more the bow. And you add a little arm. Now try in triplets. Tap, tick, tick, tap, tap, tap. No, then you don't use so much fingers. Half and half. No, use your fingers only with the arm. Same tempo. Now 6. Now 8. Drop the bow. You see the other motion is to drop the bow, to make it jump. Once more the 8. Yeah. Now, you can play the bowing what is in second book of the first, book B. Eh? You can play it, for example, a bowing tawi, teta tara tata tam, with less book. Try that. 2 and 2. No, wait a second. First in détaché, try. Tawi, teta tara tata, just détaché.
To the middle?
Small, yeah. A little higher in the book. Attack the first. Try the first. Yes, then you can play it in spiccato. Then you can play it in continuous spiccato. You know what it means? Following the bowing. Top, beep, pop, 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 all jumping. Right. With the fingers. And so forth with the different bowings what you have there. You understand? You play the 3 ways, in détaché, spiccato with the slur, and then following the bow, like that.
Just playing straight?
Play what you... Now, put your index a little higher in the bow. Yeah, you understand?
Yeah.
Not to be here. Huh? Don't rush. You rush. You see, all the idea is to keep absolutely the same beat, not to play faster or slower. Have the beat steady. Eh? Play 12 once more. No, that's not 12. That's now, next. Huh? Now next. I want accelerate first. Now 24. Now go back. Now go back. Now go back. Now do that in détaché. Wow. First stop on the tom, pom, pom, pom. A little more in the bow. Raise a little the wrist. It's the same thing as ta down, to raise a little the wrist. That's right. Now triplets. Four. Next. No, go faster. No, it's triplets. It's always doublet, triplet. Come One more, faster. Now doublet. You understand? You go from triplets to doublets, doublets, triplets, doublets, triplets.
Yeah, okay.
Now, you can do the same thing in spiccato. Try. Top, pop, pop, pop. No, don't put your bow on the string. Come on. Pom, pom. No, your bow is crooked. When you go back, bring it. In when you go up with the fingers. Bring it. In, in. Now triplets. Yeah. Arm and fingers. Arm, move your arm too. More arm, less fingers. Now 4. Flexible. don't go too fast in this. Because now, did you play rhythms on the scale?
Yeah.
Which rhythms is?
Well, I just went through them and just did them.
Show me that.
Okay.
First you take the simple one, right?
Yeah. Well, I did the 3-note ones first.
You know, I am always very suspicious when the music does not turn well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It means it was not used enough. No, that's not one what I marked. Take 12th note on the bow. Ta, hey, that's not, that, you take A. Now, your 16 sometimes come too early, sometimes late. It should be pam, pa-pam, 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 precise. Very precise. Now next one, the opposite. Next one that I mark. No, the bowing. Next one that I marked. You see, they're uneven. I want them even. Next. No. Da-dee-dee. All right, next. Did I mark this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't understand you. Well, once more, what do you have? 1, 2, 8, and 2, 16, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Then play. Da, dee, dee, da, 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 pa, pam, pam. But you have to divide 12 not on the bow. so forth. You understand?
Yeah.
You practice. And you can practice them in détaché too. Try this one in détaché. Ta, ti, ti, ta, ta. Now try it spiccato. Ta-ti-ti, tom. No, don't put your bow hang. Yeah.
Okay.
Come on. In the same motion of the fingers and out. All right. You understand? And the 5 rhythms in 5 and 7 leave now. Later on you would play.
Okay.
See, gradually. The question is to practice every day some rhythm, because that gives you timing of the fingers. You see?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's much easier to play something fast than in certain tempo, time.
Okay.
See?